In March of 2020, the world came to a halt.
One day they just said, right, everyone go home. And it was strange, just heading home, not really knowing what was going on. And I set up my laptop and my screen just in the corner there, and yeah, that was my office for the next few months. The systems at the time were quite large. They needed a camera in one place and then a calibration source behind the patient. So we were contacted by the Scottish Government, who'd been working with the NHS, and they'd done a bit of an assessment on existing systems and decided that they weren't really accurate enough to diagnose any sort of fever, particularly COVID. I had an idea of how we could come up with a more accurate system, a smaller system, but a really vague idea at first. We were given free rein and a budget to do essentially what we liked to get something working. And obviously with COVID, it was quite urgent that we came up with something fairly quickly.
In a matter of weeks, Dr. Carey's team had a working prototype ready for trial in Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Glasgow.
We were unable to check the data was good, and we couldn't go in to check it ourselves because we weren't allowed in the hospital for obvious reasons. So after a few days of not being able to check the data and then getting the NHS staff to check what they could, it was clear to us that the calibration hadn't worked correctly, and we were getting some fairly spurious temperatures and from it. We learned an awful lot from that. We made the system a lot more robust, we made the calibration more accurate, we made the remote access a lot more robust. So the second clinical trial with NHS was far more successful.
Luckily, the vaccine made the system not needed for this pandemic, but when the next one comes, Thales is ready with the HTDS to keep patients and staff safe.
It was a huge group effort, working with the NHS, working with the Scottish Government, and working with other parts of Thales across the world. I think we worked so well because, again, this is probably going to sound a bit grandiose. We wanted to do something to help the world. Being able to feel like you're doing something to help really motivated us, and we put in quite a shift.